What are you working on?
The doggy toy. So I gotta, that's the face.
Go hold it up.
I got squeakers, now I gotta find the squeakers. I am Lucienne Fickner. I was born in South Bend, Indiana, September 20th, 1959. My father is from Belgium. My mother was born in Durham, England. And from my understanding, my mom met my dad at the 1958 World's Fair, and they got married, and she moved back to the U.S. Before I was born, and then my father immigrated from Belgium sometime later. I'm not sure when. I've lived in several places: South Bend, Indiana, Long Beach, New York, Brooklyn, New York, Howard Beach, New York, and Jackson Heights, New York, and Medford, Oregon. My mom worked for Overseas National, which was an airline company, and they were stationed in New York. She worked for that company, and she met my stepfather. He had a business partner that had a ranch. It was called Pearl Dot Ranch in Gold Hill, Oregon. So my mom drove from Long Beach, New York to Medford, Oregon in 1969.
What is the event you're going to be going to and selling at this weekend?
This weekend, First Chapter Coffee House in Gold Beach, Oregon, they sponsor a annual holiday market, and it's local artisans that come together and sell their wares, their goods, their art, and so forth.
So what are the things you're going to be selling this weekend?
Baby blankets, either crib blankets and flannel blankets, and with matching burp cloths, and then felt booties, baby booties, and coin pouches, women's makeup bag pouches, which they can use for overnight, and then men's travel bags or pouches. They're like shaped in a box with their travel bags for toiletries. And then let's see, a couple of iPad covers and some purses, and that's about it. My mom had a sewing machine, and she had it set up and everything, and it was set up in her bedroom when we lived in Long Beach, and I got curious about it. When we were at Grandma's in South Bend, one Halloween, she made my sister an angel costume, and she made me a clown costume, and so I think that's where I got the beginning of wanting to sew and make things. I was chunky, so we would get larger clothes for me, but they didn't fit. So I ended up taking them apart and then putting them on and stitching where I needed to take things up or in or out.
What are you doing right now?
I'm taking the embroidery unit off so I can do regular sewing.
What kind of machine is that?
It is a Harks Vana Viking.
It sounds like it does more than just a sewing machine.
Yeah, it does embroidery. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how I got it. I don't remember how I got it, but that summer my sister and I were ironing for some friends that my stepfather had, and we got money. So I'm assuming that I had money and I bought my own material, or my mom bought it for me. I made my first dress when I was going into the 5th grade, the end of the summer before 5th grade.
Let's talk about your husband. What does he think about your hobby?
I think he thinks he's great because he did this whole room for me. So he lets me do it. Lets me buy what I need to buy, what I want to buy. And he's always, always let me do it because I like to do it. It's something that I like to do. I got to split the $7 ones to the $6 ones.
Do you want to get those 2 certificates and get your pop?
Might as well.
All 3?
For what? Me and coffee? Decaf?
Yes.
Mexican mocha? Is there anything cinnamony or roly or anything?
Me. Father God, just thank you for my wife. Lift up this little soul to her, and thank you for all the good blessings.
Thank you for my husband and all the support he gives me.
I'll support you.
I really got into it when he was working. He had to bring work home, so he was busy in his office for like 2 to 3 hours, and I didn't have anything to do, so that just gave me time to get to sewing, being more creative. And then people started asking, well, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And I said, yeah. So that pretty much started me doing alterations for people. I have 5 children. Candy was born in 1979. Adam was born in 1980. Aaron was born in 1981. Sarah was born in 1982. And Stevie was born in 1985. Candy and Stevie are Dean's children. And Adam, Aaron, and Sarah are mine. But we melded them together when we got married. And Stevie was 2 when we got married. I made Adam and Aaron ninja costumes one year. And then the first Christmas when Dean and I were married, the girls wanted Cabbage Patch dolls. So I made the girls dresses, corduroy dresses with different colors. And I made dresses to match. I made dresses for the Cabbage Patch dolls to match their dresses. But when they got older, in their teenage years, you know, kids don't want mom to make stuff because it's not in style or whatever. So that was pretty much a break. But for my work clothes, I made myself suits, dresses, coordinating outfits, instead of buying them. I was diagnosed with lupus in 1995, about maybe 3 years before the diagnosis. I had different symptoms. My breathing wasn't right, and I had pains in my back of my chest, and I had pains going from the left side up to my ear and so forth. At the end of October 2018, I started coughing really bad and had shortness of breath. And so I kind of put it off, and then December I went to the doctor, and they did a CT of my lungs and diagnosed me with lymphocytic interstitial lung disease. So my lupus is an autoimmune disease, So basically the antibodies in my body are attacking my lungs and making the, I don't know the technical terms, but it's a process where the lung tissue hardens and scars.
How you feeling today?
Okay, I was tired last night. We went out to dinner with Jim and Donna.
Neighbors? The neighbors?
Yeah. I'm more limited in what I can and cannot do. More tired. I have to be hooked up to oxygen. It has slowed me down in how fast I get things done because the medications that I'm on kind of don't allow me to focus as well. The prednisone gives me the shakes. It hasn't stopped me from wanting to do stuff, but it has slowed me down. But luckily, I put it this way, the Lord has granted me the opportunities and the ability to serve people with sewing, and it just seems to go in a gradual pace. So I have time to take a nap, have time to slow down, and not get overwhelmed. He's sitting over there.
Let me do this, Mom. Let me take care. I love it. Nothing like a mom. Dads are okay.
It's slow today, but it's been raining buckets in Gold Beach, and but yesterday was a great day. There was traffic starting at 10 to about 3 o'clock, and it slowed down at 3, and it's been good.
Did you make any money?
I make enough money to, as my husband would say, to support my sewing habit. But I'm not in it to make money. I make enough money to replenish the materials and things that I need to make things and to keep my machines going. But it's just fun for me to make things that people want and they're happy to see. And it brings, it puts a smile on their face because they're giving it to somebody, and I feel good that I'm a part of that.
Baby stuff, or you just kind of do?
A little bit of everything, but I've had these for a while. So what I normally have to replenish are the women's and the men's travel makeup bags. I got to redo the tail. It's a new a pattern fix because it looks like something too much else. Got to lift that tail. It is what it is. Now that looks like a tail. Kind of looks like he has a backwards diaper. Hey, Bedstar. I might have a new toy for you, buddy. Yeah, I might have a new toy for you. What do you think, buddy? We'll take it to Dad. Too funny.
You can say, I might cry in this answer, so just be aware.
So that means I might cry?
You might cry.
If you cry, you know I'm gonna cry.
If you could say one thing to anyone watching this, what would it be?
The things that have occurred in my life have taught me that life is short, and to do the best, be the best, and share what you have. in saying that, Jesus has played a large part in my life, giving me comfort and peace and the strength to go on each day. And without him in my life, I don't think I would be doing what I'm doing right now. That's it.
That's it.
I mean, I didn't go into detail, but
You didn't have to. You didn't have to. You're great. You're really great. I love you. Good job.